I promise this is not going to be an ordinary ongoing service. We finna raise the vibrations in the hearts and the minds of the people. I'm a spiritual teacher. I'm also one of the friends of Brother Walter, a spiritual teacher. I am one, and I repeat, one of his friends that accepted him and received him. I decided not to read. A scripture respectfully to my colleagues, friends and family, and to bring it more African-centric. I have to. Good. I'll be reading out a book, and it's called the Hosea, Sacred Wisdom of Ancient Egypt, by Melena Karanga. Just briefly to explain the contents of this manuscript. It is the original text from out of ancient Egypt going back 10 million years ago. It's been translated into the English form so that we here in North America can interpret the words. When I first became aware and conscious of these writings, I traveled from New York to South Carolina. Just briefly give you a little insight on this of how I met my master teacher, Walter. That's what I call him, my master teacher. Some receive them, and some did not. I gotta keep it real. Can I keep it 100? Amen. Do I have your blessings and your permission to keep it 100? Stay. Ashe. I'm also the chief elder with the new African village coming to Georgetown, South Carolina. We are still in our planning stages. And it's going to be something totally new. It's not coming from a religious perspective, because in the beginning, it was our spirituality before any doctrine, before any writings. Hello. As time evolved on this earth, there was many different translations for each denomination on this planet. Some of us became sidetracked, and I say it politely, and lost our way from our spirituality, and that's being divinely connected to our Creator. This is before the Word was manifested. Being a spiritual, divine spiritual being having a human experience, that's all we are. You can experience things that's on a positive note, and you can experience things on a negative note. We can call it good, or we can call it bad. This is my prayer for my master teacher. I had come to you, O Mother of Heaven. I have duty buried my father, and left Horus, the new Pharaoh, behind me. My wings has grown unto those of a falcon, full of feathers of the sacred hawk. My soul has brought me, and my words of power have made me effective. Behold, O Ra, and recognize me. I belong to those who know you. Therefore, know me also. This is a validation. One is raised it up. I will not forget the good deeds for me. Commend me to the four fences of the raging winds, which are around you, which we see with two faces. The wings which comfort, with furious emotions, those are destined for distress. Those whom we would destroy, may they offer no opposition. When I turn to you, when I come to you and tell you this, name of yours, great floods come forth from one who is great. I will not bend, even if they put me in darkness. I will not be deaf, even if they do not hear my voice. Take with me, O Ra, for I will drive away storms, clear away clouds, and break up the scattered hails for you. Surely I will produce praises upon praises for you and my people in the end. The scripture that was not requested to me, if I had chosen one from the King James Bible, the Holy Bible, it would have been Isaiah, the 26th chapter, verse 2 through 6, the Lord's promise. Also, I would have added a connection or a branch or another avenue of reference would have been in Galatians chapter 4, verse 24. As time is not permitted, but we don't want to rush anything. You can't rush a great man, a great teacher. So as we move on with the service, exhale. Bring that oxygen out of your lungs into this atmosphere, because there's positive energy in here. Some call it a soul and some call it a spirit. But in naturality, what's in the body is energy. Some call it a soul and some call it a spirit. But when you bring it down into a way that we can really put words together with their meanings. And like I had spoke of earlier, we are just divine spiritual beings having a human experience. Amen.